Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Binding of Isaac. Today, well, I am gonna play Blue Baby. I think that's what I was deciding to do. So I also, as you may have surmised, basically immediately, am using a new mic, and it is the 4th of January. Yeah, that's the one. When I record this. Alright, it evens out. I'm just not even gonna restart over that. I was going to, and then it was like balls of steel, so that's okay. So yeah, I'm using a new microphone. Of course, I'm like a week ahead right now, so that obviously means that feedback will be a little delayed. But so far, what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Especially as Blue Baby. I haven't had a good run as Blue Baby in a long while, so I just kind of want to take it and run with it and just get something good going. Anyway, yeah. What I was saying, new microphone. It's better as far as everyone's told me. By the time you all see this, I'll have streamed a few times, and I've heard good feedback, because I already streamed once today. And that was today being the 4th of January, not the day you're watching this, which will be like the 11th or later. Anyway, and had good feedback, so I'm thinking I like it, but, you know, I want to hear the widest feedback range, basically, because, of course, I have the most viewers for Isaac videos, and that means that I'm going to get the most feedback towards the microphone and all that. It should sound it should sound better. I can't get... Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. There's no way I'm getting a bomb there. Wonderful, though. So quad shot, of course, allows us to fire 4 tiers at a reduced rate that all do full damage. Pentagram adds 1 damage, and that's to each of our tiers, of course. Anarchist Cookbook, I'm taking it over the poop simply because it's something. Can help me out with these tinted rocks. Especially that's something. Alright. And also it increases my chance of getting libraries, which is really good news. Really important news. Of course, it's not exactly what I was looking for. I would like any of the invincibility items. Secret room would be really nice if it has... I'd like to find the secret room before fighting the boss, so that I can ideally get a thing. You know, a thing. With the stuff in it. No, I want a My Little Unicorn. Another tinted rock. I may as well as this... Yeah, the Balls of Steel pill. That's excellent news. There was a reason to save that, but I'm probably not going to. I'm also going to take this chance. Because that lets me know that that is the secret room. And I can get that with the Anarchist Cookbook. Freaking stupid game, I hate you. I'll go back for it. How about that? If I can become Guppy here, I'll go back for that. But let's see if this gets me both the tinted rock and into the room I'm trying to get into. Got me the tinted rock, and let's get into the secret room. I'm not going to take those soul hearts in case, you know, that's really useful so that I can take the dead cat and still become Guppy. With still having health. Because I'm getting a devil room this floor. This is its own session. I just opened the game, and I obviously am not taking red heart damage on the floor of the boss. So I'm straight up getting a devil room. It's all about I need to have enough health, which is looking bad. I need to have enough health to afford a deal with the devil, and it just needs to contain a Guppy item. No. Okay, we're good. Not taking the soul heart. 2 of diamonds doubles my money. Not taking the tick. Guppy item. Guppy item. Guppy item. We're Guppy. Alright, we're in it. So we take this. Allows us to spawn some kamikaze flies. Those do twice our damage. But I don't really care to keep it. I literally have to take 1 of the soul hearts so that I can go back in to become Guppy. Otherwise, I'm dead. That's fine. So now we take this. That sets us to 1 heart, no matter what. And then we take these 2 soul hearts. And then we take this. Friends till the end, spawn some kamikaze flies. I am a creepy-looking cat. Look at me. I'm hideously beautiful. Or something. So Guppy allows us to fly, and it also makes it so that whenever we hit with the tier, we spawn those kamikaze flies, which do twice our damage. This was an insanely quick, good run. Like, thanks, Isaac. You just gave me exactly my dreams on a silver platter or something. Top secret room only has like 2 locations, literally. I mean, I guess technically it has 3, but it really only has 2. So I'm going to use the Anarchist Cookbook. Well, that's unfortunate. That's going to hit me. Cool. And that didn't even blow up the wall that I needed it to. Okay. Eternal Heart? No. Alright, though. It's fine. Guppy's paw, by the way, is worthless as Blue Baby. It makes it so that you can trade in 1 red heart container for a for 3 soul hearts. That's useless because we can never have a red heart container in the situations I find myself, because I'm not going to purposefully kill myself so that I can get that. So remote detonator, worth picking up because it gives us 5 bombs, but also if you want to use it, it can be fun. It makes it so that your bombs don't blow up until you tell them to by using the item. Of course, it's got infinite charge, because otherwise that would be silly. And you'll note that even though we may hit with all 4 tiers, we're not spawning a bunch of flies, like we're not spawning all 4 flies, but sometimes we are. That has to do with how many things are going on the screen right at the same time, because there's a buffer, and if the buffer exceeds 30 items, then it just gives up. It just drops everything in the buffer and stops doing it. So if there's not a lot going on screen, we can spawn flies with all 4 tiers, but if there is a lot going on, then we just don't get all of them. And that can be a big deal. Usually it's not. I'd like to not get myself killed here. Ooh, wonderful. So that's a speed down, but it's a damage up and a tears up, which is great. I really need some health, though. This run is carrying me so hard. Well, I can afford to go to the shop, I guess, with this tarot card. Playing card. It's not a tarot card. Range up is not what I was looking for. I was really looking for health. So I'm going to go into the shop, see what's in there, and then, depending on if I want to buy anything or not, I will finish exploring so that I can get as much money as possible. And then use 2 of diamonds to buy whatever. Because I want to be able to buy as much as possible and still have as much as possible left over. Okay, yeah, I want both of those things. Definitely the soul heart and the compass being the 2 things. The red heart's useless. Excuse me. So I'm gonna, again, like I said, get as much money as possible, and then use the 2 of diamonds. See, this is why we wait. Alright, so here's a chance we're taking. We're gonna do this, then we're gonna leave, and then we're gonna come back in, so everything's gonna blow up at the same time. And that's gonna save us, because then nothing bounces around and we're not scared. Now I'm gonna go in here and hope that's not what I was looking for. Okay, but I'd definitely rather have the Book of Revelations. Even though I don't like the item, it's definitely the right choice. And that means I may as well do the challenge room and be on my way. So the Book of Revelations will give us a soul heart after every 6 rooms it charges. So 6 room charge, soul heart. And also causes us to fight a horseman, which means we're going to get a cube of meat. Unless, of course, it's glitchily replaced by the Headless Horseman or Conquest, which we'll still get a cube of meat for. It's just that they're not the main horsemen that we're talking about here in the game, in its eyes. So that's unfortunate, except... No, it's unfortunate, because that means I'm going to get 3 cubes of meat, most likely, almost definitely, unless I find a spacebar item that I'm willing to replace it with soon. I was really hoping for a Book of Shadows in there, of course, because that would have allowed me to steal deals with the devil. That's one of the real allures of being Blue Baby, is as long as you can afford a deal with the devil, if you have invincibility from a substantial source, then not like getting hit, but like getting hit and having the Polaroid to give you invincibility, or having the Book of Shadows, or the My Little Unicorn. If you can get invincibility from one of those such sources, okay, let's not do it stupidly, then you can just steal it and not have to pay. It still counts and like prevents you from getting a deal with the devil, or prevents you from getting an angel room, but it's still free. So that's good. But we already can't get angel rooms this run because we took a deal with the devil so that we could become Guppy, which I can't say no to or anything. Alright, so there's a mini-boss, which means Greed is not in the shop. There's a boss challenge room, which is good news. But what I'm doing, right here this moment, is I'm going to go to the boss immediately so that we don't necessarily fight Pestilence, and then we can use the Book of Revelations without worry. Having the compass is really nice for that, as it shows me the general layout of the floor, or not the layout, the general location of all of the icon rooms without showing me how to get to them, but sometimes it's obvious enough that I don't need that. So Squeezy is Tears Up and 2 Soul Hearts, and then we get a Book of Revelations use, and we didn't have to fight Pestilence. And we definitely take the Pact because that's damage up and tears up as well as 2 soul hearts. So it only cost me 1 really, but you still have to be able to afford it. And if it costs all of your soul hearts like you only have 3, it will kill you. So be careful of that. But other than that, that's a fantastic pickup. I'm really happy with that deal with the devil. Mark would be excellent as well because that gives you 1 soul heart back and is a damage up and a speed up. And I kind of need a speed up at the moment since I did take the small rock and I have not gotten any other things. Brimstone, no. Don't want Brimstone this run. Pageant boy. Yeah, I'll do it. The reason I'm doing it is because I didn't quite have 15 cents, and that means that now I can go to the shop without waiting. We know that the shop isn't greed. It's all good. It's also fun to fight extra stuff when you have Guppy and really good damage and all that. So I did it. Note that because we're flying, we don't have to pay to go into curse rooms, only to leave them. So just pointing that out. That's why I'm fearlessly going into curse rooms. Man, now I really, really, really want to ditch the Book of Revelations. Because now, every time I get hit, I get a half charge, 3 ticks of charge for my spacebar item, which means every 2 hits I get another use of the Book of Revelations, which means for now, I'm practically invincible as long as I'm not taking full hearts of damage. And then if I get the wafer, I am literally invincible as long as I use the item, and that's just really boring. And I prefer not having that combination. But you can't just not buy the habit. Let's be real with ourselves. You just can't. That's not a thing that you do. If you can afford the habit, you buy it. Simple rules of engagement. So I would like to ditch this spacebar item as soon as possible. Just so that I can have a little more fun. Maybe a lot more fun, ideally. And since I don't have a key yet, it doesn't really matter which way I'm going. The item room is no more important than any other room at the moment. Well, Isaac's head is not a bad thing to get. It's a familiar that shoots piercing tears. Okay, what are you? Telepills, that's annoying. But it teleported me 1 room away, so I guess it doesn't actually matter. I like that. Oh, Polaroid, that's much better. So now every time we get hit, we get 5 seconds of invincibility because we only have soul hearts. Luck down means we get more chests and golden chests for now, but mostly just chests. It's more drops in general at first, and then it ultimately becomes just more gold or more regular chests, which is obviously preferable. So this is a less likely location for the secret room, but I really need it to be there. I knew it. Alright, how can I get a key? I don't see a way to get a key unless there's a slot machine inside this secret room, which should be right here. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a key, so that does not help me at all. I can't go to the item room. Fortunately, I'm like significantly powerful, and this is not actually a big hit to me at all. So that's good, but it's also not good. What was in here? Oh, Spirit of the Night. I don't want that. Of course, now that I have the Polaroid, I can use that to steal deals with the devil. So had I not destroyed the fires in that devil room, which there was no reason not to, because there was no reason to expect that I would get the habit or that that devil room would still be open after I came back from getting the habit. So had I not destroyed those fires, I would have been able to take a half heart of damage to steal Spirit of the Night. Which would have been a good thing, of course, because that would have given me Spectral Tears, and that means I would have been even more overpowered and avoidant of damage. But, again, there was really no reason I should ever have expected that, and that's not something worth counting on. That would be ridiculous, and it was ridiculous. It just actually happened and surprised us all. I really need a key already. We don't have Guppy's tail, so there's no reason we're not getting lots of stuff that aren't chests. Isn't chests? Stuff that is not... Yeah, stuff is singular even though it represents a plural. Weird grammar, etc. Alright, so this floor I'm okay fighting horsemen, and I already used the Book of Revelations anyway, I believe. But I'm okay fighting the horsemen because I need at least 1 orbital. It's not optimal, I suppose, because of course I would rather only have 1 cube of meat, but it's not the end of the world. Like 3, that sucks. 2, not a big deal, because 2 is still acceptable and decent. So that's my thought process here. Let's go fight the boss. It's war. Spoilers, unless it's conquest, but it still says war, so we'll be surprised if it's conquest no matter what. And if it is conquest, even though it says war, we get a cube of meat anyway. So that's, I mean, I guess that's good. It doesn't really matter. Oh, look, we got the Conquest glitch. What a fun time. I hate fighting Conquest, it's really dumb. I was unsure if he was coming back for a minute there. Alright, let's just hang out here. Not worry. There he is. Okay, this charge, you can only damage the one that's in the same position as Conquest was before. And yes, I'm using this for now, at least a little bit optimally, but not fully. I will skip some, probably. There's our cube of meat, we wanted that, and hopefully there's the mark in here. Okay. Yeah, absolutely, into both of these. So the reason that this is worth taking is because it's a speed up, and the reason that the Forget-Me-Now is worth taking is because it ditches the Book of Revelations for me, and allows me to have some extra fun by replaying this floor. And the nice thing about replaying this floor should be, as far as I know, that we don't get the Devil Room multiplier that we would have had by going to the next floor, because we're still on the same floor. So like we didn't get this floor counts as this floor, and so will the next iteration of this floor, meaning that our Devil Room multiplier doesn't exist. So we're at the same multiplier as we had for this one, which might be 0.5, but it might be 1.0. So that'd be pretty nice if we could get another Devil Room that we can steal handily and comfortably. And also, we have a pretty good shot at getting a library the second time through. I mean, we had a pretty good one. We have a pretty good one on every floor where a library is potentially available. That's Balls of Steel. No, it's Friends to the End. Darn. So we could get the Book of Shadows I'm after, which, I mean, it's not amazing anymore because there aren't very many more opportunities to get Devil Rooms, but it's good. It's definitely good to have. So there are two equally likely locations for the secret room. I'll just go here first because it's closer. And that was not my guess, actually. I would have guessed this one, but there's no difference, I don't believe. And I don't think that the game generates right to left or left to right or anything, so that was just 50-50 as far as shots go, chances and stuff. Alright, let's do it. So this time there is a library, which is good, especially just, I mean, it gets me another spacebar item. So I'm happy about that. I just need keys, which I have not been getting. And that worries me, of course. As far as greed being in the shop, definitely. Greed is definitely in the shop. Because there's no other mini-boss, and there was not greed in the shop on the last floor, so it's just a given. It's happening. Oh, please give me a... Like, I need 2 keys, game. Can you do that for me? No, is the answer I'm looking at. So also, this does give me a chance to end up with an extra cube of meat, sadly. Maybe? I don't know if we can actually fight war again. Yes, I went here first. Lucky Foot is really good news, because it means that all pills are either good or neutral, but also it means that we can't lose on fortune tellers, and as Blue Baby, of course. Well, okay, let's be most accurate and say we can't get a fortune, as there is a very, very small chance that you just lose and get nothing at all. But anyway, we can't get a fortune on fortune tellers, and that means that we can get a lot of soul hearts, basically. And as Blue Baby, that's very important. So let's look in here and see if we get anything good. Nope, and I have no spacebar item, so I didn't get any charge because there's nothing to charge. Now, I would like to go get a key along my travels, but who knows what'll happen. I can just hope. Hope, hope, hope. I wouldn't even, like, if it's between... Oh god, that was almost really bad. If it's between, like, Telepathy for Dummies and Monster Manuel, I would take Telepathy for Dummies because having homing with quad shot's actually pretty good. Because all 4 of your tiers will, like, straight up hunt down an enemy. And it's between Telepathy for Dummies and Telepathy for Dummies, so I think I'm going to go with neither. No, I'm kidding. Of course I take Telepathy for Dummies there. And I was just explaining, like, 2 of the bad items in the pool. I would take the one that many people consider worse. Which, I mean, that's fine. So now, all of my tiers and stuff are just homing when I use this, and it's going to charge in 2 rooms or 2 hits, of course. So I've got lots of homing if I want to use it. Which, let's be honest, I probably won't. So here's the good news I was talking about with the Lucky Foot. May as well get it on. And this means this is the kind of reason I'd rather not have the Book of Revelations. I can just do other things to get soul hearts that are more fun and less cheesy and guaranteed. Alright. Actually, this is more cheesy, but that's not the point. That's more fun too. 2 of diamonds, use that now. This could give me a soul heart or a tarot card, playing card thing. Gave me Hanged Man, which is worthless. Okay, I've got the things I want to have. Joker teleports us to the Devil Room. It doesn't matter if I use it this floor or next floor, but given the opportunity, I would prefer to use it next floor just because I'm not supposed to get that Devil Room. Whereas this floor, I should get it. Basically. So we're fighting the bloat, that's okay. May as well get homing going, even though he's like a giant target that I can't possibly miss. Tears Up is good news, and Eternal Heart is no big deal. So let's go to the Devil Room. Guppy's Tail and Bloody Lust, no reason I want either. Even with them being free, I didn't want Guppy's Tail because as good as the chests are, I have no keys for them right now. And I have more opportunities to get the tail. As far as Bloody Lust, I didn't want to sacrifice a half heart for it, really. I don't see a reason that I would want to. So now I've got my strength card, which I can use to gain a soul heart, although the next health up after that will not give me a soul heart. Which, even though I explain it every time, and I then do it, people forget about it, and they're like, whoa, you didn't get a health, you didn't get health from that health up. I'm like, yeah, that's what I said before. And I mean, it's very easy to forget. I probably forget it too sometimes. But I also don't do it often enough that yeah. So greed isn't in this shop. Candle, yeah, that's obviously a good choice. But, oh, it's a hangman again. Candle's no fun right now. I've got telepathy for dummies. Come at me, game. I was gonna use the thing there, balls of steel, excellent. Oh, I'm so glad I don't have the Book of Revelations anymore. I just really don't enjoy using that item. And we still might only get 2 cubes of meat, or less. Like, if we get a boss that I'd rather fight, which is like any boss compared to death, on the Moon 1, we only get 1 cube of meat. Excuse me. And I would really, really be pleased with that. Alright. So many bombs. Alright. You know, I asked for that, I guess. Without meaning to. But I need more keys, and of course, I mean, with Guppy's Tail, sure, there's a chance that I would have gotten a bunch of normal chests that don't require keys, and they would have contained keys galore. Not something I'd count on, but it is definitely a possibility. I just didn't take that chance. It's not like I don't have the opportunity to get it again, though. It's definitely something that's still able to appear, namely in red chests, which I've had pretty good luck with this run if we are forgetting. So I just didn't think it was worth it right then, and I want to save as much health as possible. Pretty much. Although, note, by the way, that it was probably recommended to take both. I just didn't feel like it. And, by the way, another thing is that special items in the Devil Room pool, if you get them by trading health for them in a deal with the devil, they don't count as special. So there's actually no risk to that kind of choice that you make, and it is also a recommended thing to do. That's a shot speed up and a tarot card or playing card, of course, but I don't want a shot speed up. There's no reason I'd want that. So we come to the end of our path. Oh, good, another key. I'm really pleased with that, actually. And in here we get, oh yes. Alright. So, Telepathy for Dummies, our friendship ends here. Razorblade is incredibly exciting. That's a fun item with Soul Hearts and Polaroid Invincibility, or any invincibility, I guess, but of course Polaroid Invincibility is both consistent as well as not active. So, yeah. Cool. I'm pretty happy. I'm very happy, actually. Strength, by the way, if we didn't know, it's all stats up, which I didn't really explain, and the damage up from it is both 0.3 additively and then a 1.5 times multiplier. I'm not going to take that. Oh yeah, I can't take another Polaroid. I can't even swap them. That's a shot speed up. Shot speed up's bad, especially with quad shot. So I'm not too into that. So this is a fun item to get, because like I was explaining, with invincibility and only soul hearts, you can just mash it when you get invincibility, and just keep stacking damage like crazy. And And that's really good. Okay, definitely going to play this dude. Probably going to give me a health up, and I'm totally okay with that. More health ups, the better. Okay, that could be like 3 balls of steel pills, or it could be a bunch of luck ups. Do I really want to bring my luck back above 0, though? I don't think or -1. Because I could make it, of course. It can't be telepills. Range up's totally good. I don't think I want the luck ups. Luck down's going to do more for me. Like a lot more, actually. And the chances of me getting tough love are so very low. I think that it's right to stay at -1 instead. Sadly, I can't get any more negative, but -1's better than +1. Okay. So this isn't Horseman, and that's really good news. If I get hit, mash the spacebar, stack tons of damage, that's great news as well. But here we are, we get a health up, and we get a deal with the devil that contains... Yeah, I'll trade 1 heart for the common cold. Not for Brother Bobby, though. Even, like, I don't want that. That's worse to have than not to. In my opinion. It'll shoot Isaac and Blue Baby more, causing them to shoot more at me, and it just is generally not very helpful in any way. I don't like it. Speed up, yes, actually. Common Cold, however, gives our shots poison damage, so they have a chance to poison an enemy when we hit, and that's really good. Oh god! Okay, we're good. Maybe. There we go. So, poisoning stuff, that's good. Damage over time. And I picked up the speed up there because I was a little slower than I wanted to be, due to having taken the small rock and no other speed ups and being flying. When I'm flying, I don't mind having higher speed, because it's just not nearly as bad. It can still be bad, but it's just not generally going to be. Oh, come on. Can't believe I messed that up. And I'm still saving this strength card, because it can come in handy, namely against Isaac, or maybe Blue Baby if I decide that I'm feeling crazy, but I'll probably use it against Isaac. Not that I'm getting more health ups now, most likely, but, you know, it's not a big deal. So we do have poison bombs. Our bombs poison enemies, and they do a little more damage because of that, and then they do damage over time. Alright, no need to worry anymore. Alright, to the cathedral. Mini-boss, so we can't bomb through that room. Although people say I could. Why don't I try it? People say that when you can fly, you can still bomb through mini-boss rooms. It might not work in secret rooms, but you can go out. Okay, so it might work with doors, but definitely not with the secret room. Things to know. Good things to know. Okay, that handles you, and then that handles you. I'm liking it. I think I've chosen the correct direction as well, which is good news. We're up to 8 keys. No tail, but that's okay. Alright then. Tinted rock, that's good. Soul hearts? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. So now let's pop strength. 1.5 times damage multiplier is great for both me and my flies. Oh, better mash. Look at those tears get gigantic. Alright then. Isaac can consider himself dead. We get our health back, so that was no big deal. And that still gives us the health. It's health ups as items that do not. Okay, Lard will only give us 1, but that pretty much fixes everything. Blood Rights is far worse than the Razor, because it doesn't do very much damage. It's pretty negligible. I wanted Lust Last to die, so that I could potentially get the virus, which would be really helpful. The Lovers is worthless, but I can pop it in here in case I find a D20 somewhere along the line. Oh, let's try to kill Lust first, last, every time at once. Why am I going towards the boss? I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's not go towards the boss. We're definitely full clearing this time. So yeah, Blood Right's pretty bad. Even with invincibility, when it's like as useful as it'll ever be, it's pretty bad. Whereas the Razor, you can just keep on stacking, keep on stacking, keep on stacking. And it's amazing. It's tons of fun. Whereas Blood Rights is like, you can't even shoot while you're using it, I don't believe, because you pop it over your head. It doesn't do much damage, and it's just not nearly as good. So we know where the secret room is because it's Greed. I may as well murder Greed real quick just for fun. We did pick up Mr. Mega, which gave us 5 more bombs, and also made it so that they all do extra damage and have a larger blast radius. So that's cool too. So I do know that that's the right way to the boss now. Let's go everywhere else first. Alright, making my life easy, I guess. Sack of pennies is worthless, by the way. Both because I have 99 cents, but also because I don't like it. And it is actually just worthless at the moment. Yeah, sure, I'll take Forever Alone. Long distance attack fly does 2 damage per hit, but hits pretty much constantly. I'm not sure if it's literally every frame, but it may as well be. It's pretty close if not. Oh, darn. Could get the Yum Heart for this room. Don't know why I'd want to. And yeah, I didn't mash when I took damage because I figured it'd be over quickly anyway. However, now I will mash. Wonderful. Oh, wow. Look at all these explosives. Oh, I lost some money to a Greed, I guess, so I may as well pick some up. There we go. Hello, Bloat. Long time no see. Bombs, good. Super Lust. Let's try not to get hit this time. Should be pretty easy. This room's a lot less fun when you can't fly. But it's still totally doable. The Emperor. Yeah, that's good. Take me to the boss room when I'm just gonna fight my way there for fun. Fight my way everywhere else, too. Alright, there we go. Murdered that. Now to murder you. Oh man, that army of flies. Good times. So now we just have the final path. There's not really a reason to look for the top secret room. I'm not going to get another Forget Me Now because I already got it once. Let's just murder Blue Baby, basically. I will use the Razor to start. Stack up a bunch of damage to about 6 Soul Hearts, maybe. Assuming I have like any left after these next couple rooms, because who knows, bad things happen. Cool, that handles that. Isaac's Fork is worthless. Let's see if we can kill Lust last just for fun at this point. Nope, we can't. And then one more room. Maybe 2, I don't know. Maybe there'll be one past it. There's not. Ah, jeez, Lust just like dies. It's like, hey, I'm dead. That was fun. Alright, don't want any of that. So let's just start mashing. Press this as many times as I can. Sorry you're going to hear all the mashing sounds, but it has to happen. Can't just mash without mashing, right? Half of it is the noise. Alright, so we're just going to keep on stacking. We'll see how big our tiers get. And that'll be that. That'll handle everything and it'll be wonderful. Invisible invincibility. Can't even make a portmanteau of their names because invisibility is a thing, invincibility is a thing. Yeah, I don't even know. Okay, so that'll do it. That's pretty good. You know, I've had better, but Blue Baby melted, so that's really what counts, I guess. I'm done. That was a fun run. I liked it a lot. Haven't had a Blue Baby run that's quite so good in a while. I don't think I've won a Blue Baby run in a long while either. I hope you enjoyed that as well. Thank you for watching. Let me know about the mic, of course, and I will see you next time.